Warning. Not suitable for children under 8 years of age. Excessive consumption within a brief time period may cause temporary mouth and/or stomach irritation. When I worked in a West End theatre in London, I remember I was taking a 20-minute break in between shifts, and one of my work friends had with him a packet of sweets. Just a normal paper bag, like a pick and mix, selection, that he was offering to us, and he just sort of randomly and, not a big deal at all, he just sort of handed me one and said, "Care to try one of these, Jono?" I took this sweet, it was about this big, gobstopper size, and I popped it in my mouth. About 5 seconds later, my mouth completely erupted. What he failed to mention before he offered me this particular sweet is that it was what was known as a sour sweet. And I knew very little of these because not to my knowledge, when I was very young, didn't exist. I'm sure they did exist in some way, shape or form, but not in, let's just put it this way, not in my local sweet shop. So I had probably, more or less, had actually never come across them, so I didn't know what it was. But boy, 5 seconds after popping it in my mouth, I knew what they were. Because I immediately had to run to the kitchen, and I just chucked it up straight into a rubbish bin. I kind of promised myself I would never go there again. However, I guess I just wanted to keep going with this and keep trying, sweets from a bygone age to see if I could handle it. And this, I was just reminded of when I was trying the aniseed ball, I was just reminded of that one time that I had a sour sweet, and I guess I just felt like trying them again, seeing if I could stand it this time. That was about 4 or 5 years ago, thereabouts. This isn't exactly the one I had was green, dark green. There's this sour sweet. Apparently, it's like the most sour candy you can have. It's called Toxic Waste. That's what I've heard. I have been doing a bit of research on which is the most sour sweet. And Toxic Waste was regularly a number one on certain lists on the internet. These aren't Toxic Waste. I don't know if the one I had before, when I was in London, was a Toxic Waste. I doubt it, but it may well have been. It certainly tasted sour enough. But these are mega sour lemon balls. Normally I don't really react that badly to sour things, sour food and drink. I guess the idiot in me just wanted to try something sour again. So here we are, mega sour lemon balls. Warning, not suitable for children under 8 years of age. Excessive consumption within a brief time period may cause temporary mouth and/or stomach irritation. Let's have a go then. I'm not like very nervous about it. I'm a bit more nervous than I was the aniseed balls. Well, it smells of lemon. By the way, I stand by my original promise it's a promise that I will make for each of these videos, regardless of how disgusting or how sour or how much I don't, enjoy them. I promise that I will not spit out. I'm going to regret saying that, I know it. These do look similar to the one, apart from the colour. This is pretty much what the one I had before looked like. I'm guessing that this is the sour bit, the coating around it. It says these sweets have an extremely sour coating which lasts approximately 20 seconds. Yeah, it smells like it's sour. Well, oh God. Here we go. I'm suddenly more nervous than I was. Here we go, ready? Oh yeah. I just hope I don't choke. I haven't got it out. I should have thought about the fact that I get heartburn. Oh, idiot. Okay. I'm going to regret this in my stomach because I forgot I get irritable bowel syndrome. I think I'll be alright. Yeah, it's the sour. Yeah, okay. Okay, you're right, yeah. Okay, the sourness is subsiding now, so that was certainly a damn sight longer than 20 seconds, though. I panicked a little bit there because I for about 10 seconds there, when I swallowed, it gave me some heartburn, so I had to prevent myself from swallowing my saliva just for that one moment, so forgive me for the spitting into a bowl, but I didn't spit the sweet out. Eh? Okay. Not so bad here now. The sweet itself is actually quite nice now. It tastes just like a lemon lollipop. Undoubtedly, the sweet obviously has a coating. It's going to make me burp now. I'm going to be doing this all night. Burping. Oh, my lips. My eyes are watering a bit. Obviously, the sweet has got a coating around it. That's the sour bit. And then obviously, the idea is, the challenge, as it were, is to get rid of that bit with the sucking. Maybe a little bit too sweet for my personal liking, but I'm just trying to get rid of the sour taste in my on my lips and in my mouth by doing a bit of action on it. Tastes quite nice now. As I say, maybe a bit too sweet for me personally, but it certainly isn't sour anymore. Well, maybe there's still the tiniest hint of... the tiniest sour hint. Forgive the burping. I'm trying to bite down hard on it. A lollipop would give way under chomping, but this isn't. Well, it's not going. However, it is shrinking quite fast now. Getting holes in it. To tell you the truth, I'm actually put off more by the sweetness than the sourness. The sweetness is actually quite sickly. It tastes like... it doesn't taste like lemon anymore, it tastes more syrupy. Feels like I got a spoonful of syrup in my mouth. It's not that pleasant, actually. It's very sickly and sort of... it's making me feel a bit... it's much more unpleasant than the sourness, I must admit. For me, personally. Ah, there we go. We've got some crumbling going on, finally. It just tastes like liquid sugar in my mouth. Not nice, really. Some things are just too sweet. I certainly wouldn't recommend this one to diabetics. probably am diabetic now. How much sugar is in these things? It doesn't give you the quantities, it just says the ingredients. It's sugar, glucose, citric acid. That's pretty much it. So, the verdict. That was actually quite interesting, particularly regarding the flavour, because as I just said, the sourness was bad, and it certainly lasted longer than 20 seconds, I'm guessing about a minute. The sweetness of it afterwards, shrinking in my mouth, was a tad more unpleasant, a tad more of an unpleasant taste. Because I don't like things that are too sweet. I don't think many people do. It just tasted like sugar, like really pure, syrupy sugar in my mouth, which isn't really that nice. I don't like things that are too sweet. So that was slightly worse than the sourness. The overall experience, all right. I think I would go as far as saying that they were a little worse. Well, actually, quite a bit worse than the aniseed. Because I was surprised by the aniseed that it didn't taste as bad as I was expecting. But these, they didn't taste as bad as I was expecting. I'll say that, but they certainly tasted that little bit worse, particularly the sweetness side of it. One thing I want to just say is not as sour as the one I had in London that one time. I didn't think about that until just now. Yeah, the one I had in London was certainly more sour than these. Because when I had that one, I just instinctively had to spit it out. I could not keep it in my mouth. This one I could, just barely. Although I apologise for spitting into the bowl. That was instinct as well. But I didn't spit the sweet out, and I wasn't going to. That means that there are probably, most likely, sweets out there that are more sour, which is going to be interesting now, because that means we're going to have to find something more sour, and I will probably be trying the famous toxic waste sweets at some point. Looking forward to that. Oh, I'm getting reflux now. Here we go. Here it comes. I better wrap this up before I start burping at the camera. So there we go. That was Mega Sour Lemon Balls. I've done it now. I'm going to go and gargle with some water and get the taste out, maybe chew some gum, and hope I can get to sleep with the burping, but I'm used to that. Anyway, so there we go. Maybe you can try them, and maybe you can let me know in the comments a candy that you think I should try, something more sour, something sweeter, maybe. I've just told you how much I hated the sweetness of these ones, so maybe you can think of something sweeter. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and to check out my other videos and let me know in the comments. So this is me, Jono, saying cheerio for now, and God, give me this. Bye.